Hi, these comments are for SL. I am Michael from OTC, OnlineToEFLCourse.com, and I'm giving you some feedback on your pronunciation pretest for vowel and consonant sounds. Okay, so let's take a look at that. And give me a quick second here. Where are we here? Let's go over to. If you give me a quick second, I'm going to find the web page here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so part A, the question is which of these vowel and consonant sounds do you need to focus on the most, right? That's what we want to take a look at right now. Okay, so I just listened to part A, so I think lesson number 8, you need to practice. Lesson number 10, I think is important for you. Lesson number 11, lesson number 12, lesson 14, lesson 15. Lesson 15, focus on the glottal stop sounds that you see in these words. So when you do the accent reduction video, Batman, bitten, important, brightening, hat rack, and threatened. Okay, also lesson number 16, it's this second sound you're having the most trouble with. Measure, Fraser, lesion, azure, that particular sound. Lesson 18, I think you can focus on that one, particularly the flap sound, right, light, committed, that committed sound. Lesson 19, the thing you want to remember here, what's harder for you is when the B and the P's at the end of the word, you're kind of saying it about the same length. You're saying like flap, flab, cap, cab. But you want to say flap, flab, cap, cab. So you got to work on that. Lesson 20, I think the Z, especially when it's in the beginning of the word, as in zip and zoo, I think that's important for you. Lesson 23, focus on the T consonant sound. Lesson 24, you have the interdental voiced and voiceless consonants. In both cases, you're having trouble there. Thigh, thy. So those are hard for you right now. All right, so what are we saying here? So lesson number 8, 10, 11, 12, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 23, and lesson number 24. These are all important for you right now. Okay, so let's go back to your recording now. Let's listen to that. So you're answering in part B. This is going to help me understand a lot about your overall speaking and pronunciation fluency, right? So what is your educational background and your work history? Why is it important for you to improve your speaking and pronunciation abilities of American English? And what do you hope to achieve in this course? So that's kind of what you're focusing on right now. Okay, here we go. So let's see how you did with these 3 questions.
Part B. What's your educational background and your work history? I get my bachelor degree from China, and I'm a graduate student.
I would say I got my bachelor's degree in China. Why are we using the present tense? Because when you graduate and receive a degree, that has a clear beginning and end to that action. So I would use a simple past tense there. I received my bachelor's degree back in 2010 or something.
And I spent about several months in United States.
Okay.
Number 2, so why is it important for you to improve your speaking and pronunciation ability of American English? Because I need to take the TOEFL test, and I need to get a speaking score above 24.
Okay.
And so, and number three is, what do you hope to achieve in this course? I hope to improve my speaking skill, and I hope I can get a 24 in TOEFL speaking.
Okay. All right. So I think fair enough. So let's take a look at, where is it? Maybe it's here. Okay, here. I want to look at what's called intelligibility. Yeah, when you're speaking, you have a lot of pauses and hesitations in there. You're not varying your tone that much. The highest you can get on my intelligibility test is 6, or 7 would be native speaker. So I'm going to put you in the 3 area. I'm going to put you at about 3.5 out of 7. So you can compare this score with what you did, with what you do when you get to the post test at the end of the pronunciation section of my course. So I'm going to say 3.5 out of 7. So what describes your pronunciation, right? See if we can figure that out. So I'm looking at it. So it says here, intermediate, mid-range. Let's look in the 3 area. See if I can kind of isolate out what some of the problems are here. So student is mostly intelligible. I'm going to say yes. I can understand everything you're saying pretty much. You have accent and pronunciation variations which are distracting, but usually do not prevent understanding. I'll say yes to that. The student can meaningfully respond to questions, at least in the form of short sentences and or connected ideas. I'm going to say yes, you can do that, but you don't go into a lot of elaboration. Student initiates and sustains conversation with descriptors and details, exhibits self-confidence in speaking situation. I don't think you do very well in this area. I think when you're speaking, you can do better with those descriptors and those details. That's one thing you can work on. And this is very important for TOEFL speaking, right? You want to make sure that when you're doing the speaking tasks, that when you bring up an idea, you're not just general about it. You actually get some concrete details or very specific details in there to help you to explain your ideas. So I think those are some things that you can work on right now. And thank you for doing the pre-test. So now you know what your intelligibility score is, and you also know some lessons that you can study to help you improve your pronunciation of the English language. And thank you for doing this pre-test.